Welcome to all in the new lecture that is on planar graphs. So here we will discuss about the planar graphs. What is the planar graphs? A graph that can be drawn in the plane without any of its edges intersecting is called a planar graph. A graph that is so drawn in the plane is also said to be embedded in the plane. Means that we have which type of graph in which no edges are intersect to each other. So that is called the planar graphs. So like that some graphs we have. If we have suppose this one graph, so here we can see that these edges are crossing to each other. But this is a planar graph, but not in a plane graph. Okay, why? Because these are showing here that in this graph these edges are intersect. But we can draw this graph is like that in which these edges are not showing to crossing each other, like that one. If we also can draw this graph is like that. So here you can see that no edges are crossing to each other. So this is a plane graph. Similarly, if we can this type of graph, so this is also a plane graph because here no edges are crossing to each other. Clear what is the planar graph? So let's some example of this. A graph may be planar if it is usually drawn with crossings, since it may be possible to draw it in another way without crossings, right? Earlier I said you tell this. Suppose we have this type of graph and you can see that here these two edges are crossing to each other, right? So, but this is a planar graph. How? Means we can draw this graph is like that. If we draw this graph is like that, so you can say that easily this is a planar graph. Okay. So it is also a planar graph because we can draw this graph is like that so that our edges are not crossing to each other. Next one is a graph may be planar if it represents a three-dimensional object also. Suppose our three-dimensional object is like that and here we can see that our edges are crossing to each other, but we can draw this graph is like in this way also, and here no edges are crossing to each other. So this is also a planar graph. Now come to the regions. So what is the regions? Let G be a plane graph. The connected pieces of the plane that remain when the vertices and edges of G are removed are called the regions of G. So what is the region? Suppose we have this G1 graph. So what are the regions here? How many regions are here and which are these? So first one is this is the region R1 which are made from the vertices and the edges, and next region this one, this is the R2 region, and another region. You can you tell me any one region are here? Yes, this is the R3 region that is outside of this graph, and this is called the exterior region. Exterior region means that is no bounded region, that is unbounded. So always for any graph we have one region is also there, that is the exterior region if we have not the cyclic graph. So here in this graph G1 total we have the three regions are there. This is R1, R2 and this is R3. Now exterior region and boundary. So every plane graph has exactly one unbounded region. Earlier I told you that always we have the one unbounded region that is called the exterior region. And the vertices and edges of G that are incident with the region R form a subgraph of G that is called the boundary of R. So here if we have this graph G2, so in this graph G2, can you tell me how many regions are there? Yes, because here no cyclic graph is there. So only one region is there, that is the exterior region, or unbounded region. So only this G2 graph has only the one region. Now, if we have suppose this one graph, and so can you tell me how many regions of this in this graph? So first of all, we count here. This is our R1 region. This is our R2 region. This is R3 region, and this one is R4 region, and this is the R5 region, that is the exterior region. So total of this G3 graph has the 5 regions are there. R1, R2, R3, R4 and R5 is the exterior region. Now come to the boundary. So boundary of R1, if we talk about the boundary of R1 region, so what will be the boundary of R1 region? So that is, this is the boundary of this R1 region. And can you tell me what is the boundary of R5? What will be the boundary of R5 region? Boundary, it means that out of these, in this graph, out of these vertices and the edges. So the boundary of R5 is this one. Means out of these figures, these boundaries, we have the region R5. So these are called the boundary of this R5. Now, come to the Euler's formula. So what says the Euler's formula? If we have G is a connected plane graph, and Euler's formula, we talk about the Euler's formula only for the planar graph. Okay. So first of all, if G is a connected plane graph with P vertices, Q edges and R regions, means we have a such type of graph G in which our vertices are P, edges are Q and regions we say that R, then Euler's formula says that P minus Q plus R is equal to 2. So this is the Euler's formula. Now we can prove this formula. So here we prove this formula by the induction method, and you already know that what is the induction formula. So now by induction on Q, here we take the induction by Q. So first of all, our first step is basis. You know that. So in basis, initially we take Q is equal to 0. So here we start Q is equal to 0 because Q is the edges here, represents the edges here. So if we have no edges are in our graph, so first of all we take our initial point if Q is equal to 0. If suppose our Q is equal to 0, so which type of graph we have? We have this type of graph, means no edges are there. So only one vertex is this. So this is a graph. So G is, and this is also called the complete graph K1. So now, if we have this type of graph, so how many vertices are there? One vertex are there. And how many regions are there? I already told you that if we have any graph, so only at least excuse me, one region will be there. So here, if we have the vertex 1, so region is 1. So now P minus Q plus R, if we count it, P is R1, R is R1, Q is 0, so it is equal to 2. So this is proven for Q is equal to 0. Now second step is inductive step. So in inductive, here we assume that our result this is true for any graph with Q is equal to K minus 1 edges, where K is greater than equal to 1. So we assume here that for K minus 1 edges it is true. So now let's another step here. G, let's suppose that our G, we have a graph with K edges. So suppose G has P vertices and R regions and K edges. So we prove the next one. First of all, we assume here that suppose our graph G is a tree. Now you don't know what is the tree in the graph. So actually tree is like that. That is not the cyclic graph. Means you can say that a cyclic graph is a tree like that, or you can say like that. So here no cycle is there. So this is called the tree, actually tree graph. Okay. So if our graph G is like that, like a tree, so and we have the P vertices are there, G is a P vertices, so how many edges are there? You can see in the tree, if we have the 3 vertices, so 2 edges are there, right? So it means that if we have the P vertices, so how many edges are there? P minus 1 edges are there. And always in a tree graph, we have only the one region because no cycle is there. I told you that if no cycle are there in the graph, so we have only the one region. So if our graph is a tree, so we can say that P minus Q plus R, it means that Q is our P minus 1, R is our 1, so it becomes 2. So it's true. Now, second case, if suppose our G is not a tree, is if our G is not a tree, it means that some edge E of G is on a cycle, right? It means that G minus E is a connected plane graph having order P. Order P, it means that the vertex is P and size K minus 1. Size K minus 1, size represent the edges and R minus 1 region. So we conclude here P minus edges are K minus 1, regions are R minus 1 and it must be equal to 2. We assume this. So when we solve it, P minus K plus R, this is equal to 2. So it's proved that P minus Q plus R is equal to 2. So this is our the Euler's formula. Now let's take an example of the Euler's formula. Suppose here it is given asked that how many regions would there be in a plane graph with tan vertices in each of degree 3. Okay, so here we calculate the regions and by the Euler's formula we need the edges, vertices and regions. So here we are asked that calculate the region. So to calculate the region by the Euler's formula, we need vertices and the edges. Here we have the vertices tan, but not the edges we have. So first we need to calculate the edges, then we apply the Euler's formula and calculate the regions. So to calculate the edges, we use the handshaking theorem. Do you remember what is the handshaking theorem? Our handshaking theorem says that summation of degree of vertices, this is equal to 2 times of E. E are the edges here. So now, what is the degree of vertices? How many degree? 3. Tan vertices have the 3 degree. And the sum of this is tan into 3. That is 30. This is equal to 2E. So from here we can calculate our edges, that is 15. So now we have the vertices are here, edges are here. So we can easily calculate the regions by the Euler's formula. So what is our Euler's formula? Our Euler's formula says that regions is equal to E minus V plus 2. So we put here our edges 15, vertices tan plus 2. This is equal to 7. It means that our regions has 7 here. Clear how to calculate the regions or vertices or edges from the Euler's formula? Now, one corollary is there. So, first corollary is that if G is a connected planar simple graph with E edges and V vertices where V is greater than equal to 3, condition is that V is greater than equal to 3, then edges E is less than equal to 3V minus 6. Means if any graph satisfy this property, E is less than equal to 3V minus 6, then we can say that that is a connected planar graph. So now, can you tell me if you know this property, the K5 is a planar graph or not? What is the K5? K5, this is the complete graph with 5 vertices. So like that, this is our complete graph of K5. So how many vertices are here? 5 vertices are here. And how many edges are here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So 10 edges are here. So now we see that this is our planar graph or not. So now we know that in our K5, we have the 5 vertices and 10 edges. So now And also our condition is fulfilled that our vertices are greater than equal to 3 here, 5 here. So our graph, when our graph will be planar, our graph will be planar if it satisfies that E is less than equal to 3V minus 6. So now we see that 3V minus 6, when we calculate 3V minus V is our 5 here. So this is 3 into 5 minus 6, 15 minus 6 is equal to 9. It means that our age should be less than equal to 9. But here we see that our ages are 10 here, right? So this is not satisfy our this property. It means that K5 is not a planar graph. This is a non-planar graph. So we can say that our K5 is a non-planar. It means that you can't draw this graph is like that our edge is not crossing to each other. Okay. Now, second corollary says that if a connected planar simple graph has E edges and V vertices, again condition is that V is greater than equal to 3 and no circuits of length 3. With one condition is also there, no circuits of length 3, then E is less than equal to 2V minus 4. So here, if our graph satisfies this property, E is less than equal to 2V minus 4, then we can say that our graph is planar graph. So now, according to this, can you say that our K33 is a planar graph or not? So which type of K33? K33 is our bipartite graph. I already told you the bipartite graph. So K33 is like that. Here how many edges are there? 3 plus 3, so 6 vertices are there. And how many edges are there? 3 multiplied 3, it means that 9 edges are there. So can you tell me this is a planar graph or not? So let's check here. First of all, K33 has 6 vertices, so you can take in the bipartite graph the sum of these, this is are the vertices, the multiply of these, this is the edges in this graph. So now, and here obviously this property is satisfied that our vertices is greater than equal to 3, 6 here, and there are no circuits of length 3. You can see in the graph of K33 we have no circuit of length 3. So now it should be satisfied this property is less than equal to 2V minus 4 to be planar. So check that 2V minus 4, V is our 6 here, and when we calculate this 2 multiply 6 minus 4, so it become 8, right? 8, it means that our ages should be less than equal to 8, but here our ages are 9. It means that this not satisfy this property. It means that K33R has not the planar graph, it is a non-planar graph. It means that we can't draw this K33 graph is like that our edges are not crossing to each other. So this is a non-planar graph. Clear? What is the planar graph? So thank you. Today's lecture is completed now.